Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Blitz, and in today's video, I will be reviewing the BZ-176, a Tier 9 Chinese collector heavy. A vehicle that is notorious for being one of the most overpowered tanks on World of Tanks PC. However, this is not the bigger brother, this is Blitz, and it plays very differently. First of all, it's a tier higher, and it's an autoloader, which is very interesting. In today's video, I'll be letting you know everything you're going to need to about this tank, its statistics, overview, and obviously, live gameplay. So let's start off with the BZ-176's gun. The vehicle features 2,131 damage per minute, which is actually pretty good, especially for a heavy tank. It's not crazy, but not bad either. Right smack dab in the middle of tier 9 heavies for damage per minute. Dispersion-wise, yeah, it's pretty terrible, especially because I'm running refined gun. This is one of the least accurate guns in tier 9. I mean, this thing's giving me 116 F3 vibes. It is very inaccurate, but it's interesting because it's an autoloader. The vehicle has 560 damage per shot, as we can see, but it has 2 shells with an 8-second interclip. So you deal 560, and then 8 seconds later you deal another 560, and then you have to reload for 23.5 seconds to be able to start shooting again. Now that sounds like a long time, but I mean, on paper, the tank has pretty good DPM and looks to be quite the dangerous vehicle. It features 6 degrees of gun depression, a top speed of 33, and a reverse of 14 with a power to weight of 15. So not a very mobile tank. And interestingly enough, it's not very well armored either. If we make our way over to Armor Inspector, we can actually take a look at what we're working with here. And the turret's about 240, so that means even using max gun depression, it's only like 250. Against heat, it's like 270. This is not a very well armored tank. That's without even mentioning the lower plate, that's 136. The mid plate, that's a 150. Like, compared to the World of Tanks PC BZ-176, this thing has, like, literally no armor in Blitz. It looks like Wargaming rushed this tank and didn't really put much thought into balancing it properly. So the question is, will the gun make up for the rest of the characteristics about the vehicle? Well, we're going to find out, because I am loading right into the garage to get into gameplay. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this tank. A lot of people told me it sucks, but obviously nobody had played it yet until right now. And yeah, I will be entirely honest, it doesn't look incredibly strong. I mean, its DPM is okay, but the mobility, 33 kilometers per hour, is pretty tragic. Because, you know, normally if you're going to go that slow, you expect to have at least some armor. This thing does not appear to have any armor, and that doesn't bode well. I mean, sure, the gun might be pretty dangerous, but it's not going to mean anything if you're getting penned every single shot at you, especially if you're up against tier 10s. I can imagine that this armor is going to fall apart like butter. But again, it does hit hard. 560 alpha with an 8-second interclip means that you can literally deal 1120 damage in 8 seconds. That's a lot. And I think most people are going to have to second guess poking this vehicle with that level of damage output. So hopefully, with its top speed being 33, its power to weight allows it to stay at 33 like British tanks. If this thing has bad power to weight, I am really not going to enjoy playing it all too much. Looks cool, but looks can be deceiving. Oh my god. Traverse speed-wise, this is absolutely tragic. And even though I just spent the last year turning, I have to turn back because my team has decided that they're going to go town. Oh my god, this is not a fast tank. It's also interesting to see that it doesn't have gun depression. The World of Tanks PC one is gun depression, but this one does not, as we can see, because Wargaming didn't have that little metal flap move up and down. Yeah, so far, my opinions of this vehicle are quite low. I don't know what to say. We're at its top speed already, boys. This thing is not quick. It's just weird to me that it has no armor, and it's not quick, and it's not appearing to have much accuracy either. I mean, the question is, why would you drive this when a 7.52 exists? However, I will be an optimist, and I will give it the benefit of the doubt, and maybe, just maybe, this thing's going to be able to chunk out damage. Again, 8-second interclip, not terrible if you can work it properly. Of course, the waffle's going to back right into me. Yep, I don't want to get you killed, bro, but, like, now, of course, I'm probably going to, oh, I can't even hit that BZ from that angle. Well, I got the CDA over here. Let's aim it on him. Oh, I'd heat loaded. Oops. Did not realize that. That's actually on me. Well, we got the G-Sor over here. Let's aim it on the G-Sor. You know what? Screw it. Non-penning. Okay, well, where'd that go? Through me. Not exactly sure. This waffle needs to move out of my way. Like, what are we doing, bro? Move. Uh-huh. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, so we got the Progetto. He gets nuked. I'm gonna back up. We do get a bounce. Look at that. We got a bounce-a-rooney. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we got the BZ-176, and we have some other vehicles over here as well. I'm not getting shot by that Progetto. So we got the G-Sor, and I will be honest, that 500 chunk is pretty nasty. And as we can see with the 8-second reload, not too bad to get that second shell loaded as well. We're going to aim it on the BZ-602. But that's a long reload. 24 seconds to get those shells back. So we got to wait and cover for a while. So while you do deal a lot of damage, you got to wait a while as well. So we got 8 more seconds left, and then we're going to be able to... Oh, no. I don't want to be shot by a T-30. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay. So we got the T-30 on our rear, and I'm kind of hoping I can get a shell on him. You know, I will say, while the gun is very inaccurate on paper, it's actually pretty good in terms of its aiming time. I'm actually surprised with how quick this thing appears to aim in. We get another shell into the enemy, BZ-68, and you know what? I actually might have to say this tank seems to be pretty good so far. The gun on this thing is just devastating. 560 alpha in 2 clips, or 2 little, you know, successions of damage. That's a lot when you actually think about it. So we have the T-30 over here. We're aiming on this tank. There you go. 484. Let me guess, the T-30... No, T-30 doesn't think he can get away with it. Okay, well, let's aim it on over here, then. Can't HE the rear of the KPZ, but we do get another shell out. That puts us up to 3,600 damage, and we pull into cover. Now, our team is not doing the best of jobs, and we still have to wait 15 seconds to get another shell out. Yeah, this is pretty bad, to be entirely honest. This is pretty dang atrocious. The T-30 is most likely going to kill the Leopard. Yes, he did. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, we got the BZ right in front of me, and kerplonk. There you go. 515 damage into you. And now we're going to back up. 3, 2, 1, and what are you going to do, T-30, huh? What are you going to do? Well, the question is, we also have the KPZ over here. Nice 552, and, ooh, we get a bounce. That's actually pretty surprisingly good. What I need to do is I need to do ring around the rosy with the T-30 while aiming in on the KPZ. So I think the best way to play this is doing this here. Roll this way. Hopefully the KPZ doesn't know how high explosive works, which it looks like the KPZ did not use. And we're going to back up and get the clear into the T-30. Then I have to hope the KPZ screws up this ram on me. However, I cannot reliably pen the KPZ anywhere with our... Oh, no! 489? What is that, bro? 489. That is actually tragic. Now, the good news is that I think we should be okay here, actually. I'm just going to aim it on this KPZ's gun, and... as long as I do that, I think we might be okay. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Oh, you're cooked, bro. You're absolutely cooked. Okay, and HE. Okay, obviously the enemy team wasn't the best, but this tank did way better than I expected it to in that first battle. I got a victory, and a pretty solid victory at that, putting myself quite confidently top on the team. How much damage did we end up doing this game? 5,640, and yeah, this was a pretty good battle. You know what? I might have to take it back. While other people may be saying that this tank is not great, I just had a pretty good game in it. Now, obviously, maybe beginner's luck. Don't know if that's going to be the case for the second game, but what I will say is that it felt very enjoyable. I mean, the 8-second intro clip is really nice because normally to deal 560, you have to wait like 15, 16 seconds on a heavy, right? The Conf Panzer 70, you are waiting a while to deal that damage. It's like 15 seconds. This tank cuts that in half. So, you know, you'll shoot, and then the enemy might think, oh, you're on reload, which you are. But they won't realize that you're able to chunk them again for another 560 in 8 seconds. And then the question is, do they think that you're out of shells now? It's actually going to be a really challenging tank to counter, if you ask me, if the player is smart. Now, the problem, as I mentioned, is that the armor is not very good. I did get a bounce there, but that Kampfpanzer was not a incredibly skilled player, and most likely shot me in the mantlet, which, as we can see, the mantlet is actually a rather strong spot. So if you stick your gun into your opponent, you might get some bounces there. But when it comes to the actual armor on the vehicle, it's not very good, and you shouldn't get too many bounces with it. But here we go. So I'm just looking at my gecko. How you doing there, little gecko? All right, let's use our speed boost here. I just wish the mobility was a little better, to be honest. It's not awful. Like, 33 could be worse, but it also could be better, you know? That's the best way to describe it. So, let's head into the front line, and we're going to chill right in this bush here is the idea. Now, I do have to say, I like the aiming time. Like, that's actually surprisingly quick aiming time. So, while the gun may have really, really poor dispersion, it actually doesn't matter too much if you get a fully aimed-in shot, which it appears this thing does. Too bad I fired heat with my first shell in that last game. Probably could have done pretty good there. Okay, so the Hurry shoots my Samwa. And, oh, there you go. We have the enemy SU. Boom, 624. That is a huge chunk of damage. Now, unfortunately, my teammate kind of sucked, which is not very good. Don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to reload the clip, honestly. And we're going to back up. We did obviously get a nasty, nasty shell into that Samwa, or not Samwa, the SU-130PM. But I'm just going to back up. Should be fine here. And let's go this way. Here we go. Over here. Alright, we have the WZ-120. We got the Samwa. Alright, let's put on our speed boost. And I'm hoping that we can get a nice little chunk into this enemy Samwa. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Kerplonk. Oof. 539 damage there. And this is where that 8-second intro clip does feel pretty nasty. We aim it on the Samwa again. Oh my god. Okay, I have to say, this thing is a lot stronger than I thought it would be. I looked at the stats and I was like, wow, it doesn't look that good. But now that I've actually had some time to mess around with it, it's feeling pretty dang strong, gonna be honest. Now, the 50 TP is trying to roll off to my side. Well, that's okay. We're just gonna reload a teeny bit longer here. You want to go 50 TP? Alright, sure. Let's go. Let's test out your luck here, boy. Well, the only problem is I don't have the gun depression to actually hit the 50 TP. Wow. 6 degrees moment, right? 6 degrees is absolutely tragic. Alright, well, I'm just going to push him, and we'll see if I can get a chunker. There you go. 531 into you. Then maybe we can get a shell into the WZ while we're over here. Aiming, aiming. Well, can't hit you, but I can hit the K2. Oof. 582. We're already up to 2800. This is crazy, actually. This is crazy how much damage this thing rips out. Alright, well, let's reload again. We got 10 seconds left, and I'm hoping that our SU-130 is able to do his job. Let's hope. And there you go. SU does get the clear. We've got a couple seconds left on our reload, and we can move over here. Alright, so we got the Hori, we have the Samwa, and I'm going to move up over here. Let's aim it on the Samwa, maybe. It's so close. There you go. 605 into that Samwa. That is a huge amount of damage. And El Bozo. That guy, I don't know what he's even complaining about in chat. Something about cheaters. I really don't care. He's dead now, so he can cry all he wants. But we won. We did 3,600 damage. Pretty solid stuff. I'm going to obviously use a repair kit to fix my fingers there. And let's reload again. We got 5 more seconds. 3. Oh, well, I guess the SU just wants to poke that. Okay, interesting. All right, let's move over here. We have the WZ, which we can see right in front. Okay, so, you know what? If the enemy team's going to do that, I'm just going to move up. Move out of my way, SU. Thank you. All right. And let's head right over to these goobers. We have the enemy WZ-120 in front of me. And we also have the Leopard PTA. Okay, good. Teammate gets the clear into that. 527 into the WZ-120 GFT. We reload again. And a 3. A 2. A 1. My god! I just two-shot him! That is insane! What the heck is this tank, bruh? The hell is this tank, brother? The hell am I working with here? Well, SU is going to get a nice shot into the Leopard. And I might die. The Leopard, I think, actually has 360 alpha, so knowing my luck, he'll... Well, actually, he didn't. El Bozo. Boom. There you go. Pretty good game. I'm not sure why that Leopard didn't flank as well, because definitely had the opportunity to there, but that's 2 victories in a row now, and another 5,000 damage battle. Wow. Yeah, as I said, I didn't expect this thing to be doing as well as it is. There you go, another ace. Okay then. Wow. Wowzers. This is actually a really, really fun vehicle. Okay. Let's do one more game. Honestly, I wanna try a triple helping of gameplay here. The first two games are so fun. I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna see how the BZ can do for a third battle. Either way, people that are saying this tank isn't very good, I disagree. I mean, yes, it has some downsides. It's slow, it is inaccurate, and it doesn't have a crazy amount of pen, but, I mean, wow, the thing chunks. It really does. 560 alone on any tier 9 is going to hit hard. I mean, it's the highest alpha for a tier 9 heavy, unless you're looking at like the BZ-176, but it's a hard-hitting alpha. And the only other tank that has 560 is the Kampfpanzer 70. The difference between this tank and the Kampfpanzer 70 is that this tank does 2 shots. And it doesn't have bad DPM, as I mentioned. Like, autoloaders are just kind of better than single shots. We can see a good example here of why this tank seems to be so strong. This thing is doing a pretty good job so far. Alright, well, let's do one more game here. I actually don't mind the mobility as well. It's not good, but as I said, if the top speed isn't terrible, I don't... Or not the top speed, but like if the power to weight isn't awful, I'm not going to hate it. And the tank does stay at 33. As we can see here, 32, 33. So I'm not hating on the tank. Do wish it went like 40, to be honest, or it turned a little faster. But in general, it's fast enough. We have the enemy VK-45 spotted. I'm going to move over here. VK is going wide. Okay. Keep on going. Keep on going. Alright, the VK's over there. They have 2 tank destroyers, an AMX AC and a WZ. I haven't been able to use the high explosive at all, but that's understandable, because you're really only going to be able to use that against lightly armored opponents. But I can assure you that I have a feeling the HE will do a good job when you can get behind somebody. So, the enemy's in the base cap. That's the IS-6. Oh, there you go. We have the Shark. Okay. And there's the IS-6. Let's aim it on the IS-6 flat side. Aiming, and... whoop. Ah, see, that's where the poor dispersion of this vehicle definitely feels poor. Okay, so we have the WZ, that player just shot. IS-6 shot. Yeah, that's unfortunate. See, third time's the charm. The first game we played, our RNG felt too good to be true, but that felt a bit more realistic. The AMX AC is trying to shoot me. Don't really care that much, to be honest. We've got a couple seconds left on our reload. Let's hope that our team knows how to reset a base, because if they don't, that could be a serious problem. We're going to reload. 3, a 2, a 1. Ooh, look at that, though. 657. That is an absolute stomper into his tank. And we're going to reload again. We got the IS-6 over here, aiming. Ooh, 574. And just like that, we're up to 1,200 damage. That is crazy. All right, well, our team's not doing good. Let's hope that the 3 tanks over here do something over there. We got 10 seconds left on my reload. Obviously, oh my god, what are we doing, Emil? What are we doing, team? This is bad. This is bad, bad, bad. Alright, let's reload. And I'm hoping that I can aim it on the Shark, and... oh, no. This is not looking good. Okay, well, you know what? It's alright. Our team is alive, and... ooh, 620 right into that Kampfpanzer. Okay. The base cap got reset. That's all that matters to me right now. The WZ is going to get a nice shell into the Kampfpanzer, and even though the WZ is a one-shot, he's still alive, so I guess that's better than nothing. We still have some healthy tanks, so that's all good at least, right? Got a couple seconds left on our reload. We know that the VK-45 is over here, and what I'm kind of hoping is that the enemy team makes like an aggressive play, tries to get away with it. That's the hope. We'll see. I'm just going to aim in on the enemy VK. There you go. 539 into his lower plate. That is a huge chunk of damage. Reload again. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, 582. Oh my god. Well, we're up to 3k now. Unfortunately, our G-Sor is not what I would consider a smart player. In fact, he's quite the opposite. Wow. This is a terrible team. Wargaming is really trying their best to have me lose these games tonight. Like, really trying their best. What are we doing, Defender? You're sitting right in the line of... yep, there you go. Minus 700. What a shocker. Like, gee, who would have guessed? Alright, let's aim it on the IS-6. 700 damage shot into you once. And we reload. And a 3, a 2, a 1. Bye-bye. There you go. Easy clear into you. And now I'm going to chill over here. 92E1's going to try and flank behind. I mean, we're cooked. There's nothing I can do in this game. But again, pretty good result. 12 more seconds, I'll have 2 shells back, which is not too bad. We're going to reload. A couple more seconds left. 6, 5, 4. Let's just fix my track, because why not? 3, 2, 1, and there you go. Easy shell into you. And now the WZ's like, oh, he's on reload. I can kill him. Well, guess what, bro? You're going to get shot for 648 into the track wheel, and there you go. That is a pretty huge amount of damage, honestly. Now, we can see that pretty tragic traverse speed on the tank. Like, that's terrible, to be completely honest. Like, that's actually terrible. But everything else about the vehicle, definitely quite solid. I'm hoping the 5041 doesn't kill me. No, 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 don't kill me, I believe. Ah, unfortunate. Team sucked. Honestly, all 3 of the teams I had today were really bad. But I did my job in all games, and we ended up having a pretty solid result. Too bad my RNG didn't work on those first 2 shots, because definitely could have helped me out late game. If I didn't have to shoot those shells into the IS-6 and they'd hit early game, that would have put our team in a huge advantage. Well, at least would have put me in a huge advantage, because I wouldn't have had to shoot the IS-6. I could have then shot either the WZ or the VK or something else, but whatever. I did 5,000 damage once again. My entire team added up did less than me, so there's nothing you can do about bad teammates. But 3 games, all back-to-back, as we can see in this vehicle. 5,200 average damage. This thing is insane. Definitely one of my favorite tier 9s now. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about the BZ-176. But this might be one of my favorite tier 9s. I'm actually really glad I picked it up on my main account. And for the people that say, oh, it's not very good, well, I don't know what to say. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.